My chosen one, pause everything you are doing right now, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary, and it is not a coincidence that this message found you at this exact moment. There are only 20 seconds left before something begins to unfold within your house, something that has been quietly aligning itself behind the veil, waiting for the exact second when your awareness would be ready to receive it. This is not fear. This is not confusion. This is a divine interruption sent by Archangel Michael himself. You may have felt it already without understanding it. A strange stillness in the air, a sudden shift in your mood, a moment where everything felt unusually quiet, as if time itself paused just to catch its breath. That was not random. That was the first signal. And now, you are here, hearing this, because the final seconds are ticking down. Listen closer, because this has never been revealed to you in this way before. There is a mysterious shift preparing to unfold in your house tonight. Not tomorrow. On someday. Tonight. And it is already closer than you think. This is why your attention was pulled here. This is why you could not scroll past. Something within your spirit recognized the urgency before your mind could even process it. Michael is speaking directly to you now, saying, do not ignore this moment. Do not dismiss what you feel. The atmosphere around you is changing, and this change carries a message meant only for those who are willing to see beyond the surface. You are not here by accident. Out of countless people, you are one of the few who opened this message before the moment begins. That alone tells you something powerful. You are spiritually alert, even if you don't always realize it. And right now, your awareness is being activated at a deeper level. Feel your surroundings for a second, truly feel them. There is something different, isn't there? Even if you cannot explain it, something feels off, yet strangely aligned at the same time. That is the doorway beginning to open. Not a physical door, but a spiritual shift in energy that is about to move through your space. And here is the truth that may surprise you. This shift is not coming to harm you. It is coming to reveal something. Something hidden. Something that has been quietly forming, waiting for divine timing to bring it into the light. But only those who are aware, only those who chose to listen, will understand what is happening when it begins. That is why these 20 seconds matter. Because once it starts, there will be no announcement, no loud warning, no visible sign that others can easily recognize. It will move subtly, gently but powerfully. And if you are not paying attention, you might miss the meaning behind it. But you will not miss it, because you are here. Michael is urging you now, stay aware, stay present. Do not let distractions steal this moment from you. What is about to unfold is part of a greater alignment in your life. So as these final seconds fade, prepare yourself. Not with fear, but with openness. Not with doubt, but with quiet expectation. Because tonight, within your own house, something is about to shift. And you were meant to witness it. Beloved soul, what you are feeling right now is not your imagination. The atmosphere inside your home has already begun to change, even if your eyes cannot yet see it. There is an invisible movement taking place, a quiet gathering of energy that does not belong to the ordinary rhythm of your daily life. This is the moment where the unseen begins to press gently against the seen, where the spiritual realm draws closer than it has before. And Archangel Michael is guiding the shift with precision and purpose. You may have noticed subtle signs throughout your day without giving them much thought. Perhaps a sudden wave of emotion passed through you for no clear reason. Maybe there was a moment when your surroundings felt unfamiliar, even though nothing had physically changed. Some of you may have heard faint sounds, felt a soft chill, or experienced a sense that you were not alone, even in complete silence. These are not coincidences. These are signals, gentle indicators that something sacred is drawing near. This energy is not chaotic. It is not random. It is intentional, organized, and aligned with a higher purpose that is unfolding specifically in your life. Think of it like a current flowing quietly beneath the surface of still water. From above, everything appears calm, but beneath, there is movement, direction, and force. That is exactly what is happening in your home right now. The divine current is moving through your space, preparing it, adjusting it, aligning it for what is about to take place. Michael wants you to understand something deeply important in this moment. He is saying, do not try to explain this with logic alone. Not everything that is real can be measured or proven in the way your mind is used to. Some truths are felt before they are understood. And that is where you are right now, in the space between feeling and understanding. This is why your awareness matters so much. Because while others may remain distracted, unaware of the shift happening around them, you are being invited to recognize it. You are being given the sensitivity to notice what others overlook. This is not a burden. It is a gift. A sign that your spirit is awake and responsive to the divine movements that are unfolding. There is also a reason why this is happening in your home specifically. Your home is not just a physical structure. It carries your energy, your history, your thoughts, your prayers, and your presence. It is a reflection of your inner world. And tonight, that space is becoming a point of transformation. The energy gathering here is interacting with everything you are, everything you have been through, and everything you are about to become. You may feel a growing sense of anticipation now, even if you cannot fully explain why. It may feel like something is about to be revealed, like a message is forming just beyond your reach. That feeling is real. It is the result of this invisible energy coming into alignment, preparing to make itself known in a way that you can finally recognize. But here is the deeper truth that Michael is revealing to you now. This energy is not just entering your home. It is responding to you. It is drawn to your presence, your awareness, your openness. The more you acknowledge it, the clearer it becomes. The more you resist or ignore it, the more subtle it remains. This is why you were guided here, to this exact message, at this exact time. Because your awareness is the key that unlocks what is about to unfold. So do not dismiss what you feel. Do not brush it aside as nothing. Take a moment and truly sense your environment. Notice the stillness, the quiet shift in the air, the subtle difference that you cannot quite put into words. That is the gathering. That is the preparation. And it is happening now. Michael is standing watch, ensuring that what enters your space is aligned with divine purpose. There is protection over this moment, a covering that ensures that what unfolds is not harmful, but meaningful. You are not being left alone to face something unknown. You are being guided through a moment of transformation, step by step, breath by breath. The energy continues to build, gently, but steadily, like a wave forming before it reaches the shore. And when it does arrive, it will not crash, it will reveal. It will show you something that has been hidden in plain sight, something that has been waiting for this exact alignment of time, awareness, and presence. So remain still. Remain aware. Because what is gathering in your home right now is not ordinary. It is the beginning of something you were meant to witness. Listen carefully, because what you are about to understand will change the way you see this entire moment. You were not randomly guided here. You were not just another viewer passing time. There is a reason your eye stopped, your attention locked in, and your spirit felt something stir the instant this message began. That reason is simple, yet powerful. You were chosen to receive this. Before you question it, before doubt tries to whisper otherwise, hear this clearly. Not everyone will understand what is happening tonight. Many will go about their routine, completely unaware of the shift moving quietly through their space. Others may feel something, but they will ignore it, brushing it aside as imagination. But you did something different. You opened this message, and that single act has already separated you from the rest. Archangel Michael is revealing a truth to you now that few are ready to accept. He is saying, selection is not about perfection. It is about readiness. You were not chosen because you have everything figured out. You were chosen because there is something within you that listens, something that responds when the divine calls, even in the quietest ways. Think about your life for a moment. There have been times when you felt guided without knowing why. Moments where you avoided something without explanation, or moved towards something that later revealed its purpose. That was not luck. That was alignment. That was preparation for moments exactly like this one. Right now, you are standing at a spiritual threshold. And the fact that you are aware of it means you are already stepping into a deeper level of understanding. This is not about fear or urgency in the way the world defines it. This is about awakening, realizing that there are forces at work beyond what you can see, and that you are connected to them in a way that is personal and intentional. There is also something else you must understand, something that may feel surprising at first. Being chosen does not mean being comfortable. It does not mean everything will always make sense immediately. In fact, it often means the opposite. It means you are invited into moments that challenge your perception, that stretch your awareness, that ask you to trust even when clarity has not fully arrived. And tonight is one of those moments. You were chosen because your spirit is ready to witness something that others will overlook. You were chosen because you have the capacity to feel what cannot be easily explained. You were chosen because, deep down, there is a part of you that has always known there is more to this world than what is visible on the surface. Michael is speaking directly into that part of you now. He is saying, do not shrink back from this awareness. Do not question your place in this moment. You are here because you are meant to be here. And what is about to unfold will confirm what your spirit has sensed for a long time. As this realization settles within you, you may feel a mixture of emotions, curiosity, anticipation, even a quiet intensity that you cannot quite describe. That is natural. That is what happens when truth begins to rise to the surface. It does not always come gently. It comes with presence, with weight, with a sense that something important is happening. And it is. Because tonight is not just about a shift in your home. It is about a shift within you. A recognition that you are not separate from what is unfolding. You are part of it. Your awareness, your presence, your willingness to listen, these are all pieces of a larger alignment that is coming together right now. So do not doubt your selection. Do not minimize this moment. Embrace it fully, even if you do not yet understand every detail. Understanding will come. Clarity will follow. But for now, your role is simple. Stay open, stay aware, and trust that there is a reason you are hearing this when others are not. Because you were chosen. And what is about to happen will make that undeniable. Type I am ready to receive in the comments if you feel this message resonating within you. Blessing code 3187 has just been released over your life, activating awareness, clarity, and divine alignment in this very moment. And as this truth settles into your spirit, understand this: when you respond to a message like this, you are not just listening. You are participating in something greater. There is a mission unfolding here, a movement of light reaching those who are ready to awaken. And every time you choose to support this message, you become part of that mission. The word says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." This is not just a verse. It is a living promise being spoken over you right now. When you sow into what is feeding your spirit, you open the door for greater revelation, greater protection, and greater alignment to flow into your life. If this message has touched you, if you feel that stirring within your soul, then this is your moment to act. You can support this mission through Super Thanks or by sending a donation through PayPal. The link is in the description of every video, and you will also find a QR code right here for you to access it easily. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Step into this moment with intention. As you give, you are not losing, you are planting. And what you plant in faith will return to you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Now tell me, shall we continue deeper into what is about to unfold? There is something you need to become aware of now, something subtle yet deeply real. As the energy continues to gather within your home, there is also a presence connected to it. Not in a way that brings fear, but in a way that calls for your attention. This presence has not just arrived. It has been watching, waiting for the exact moment when you would be ready to recognize it. Do not misunderstand this. You are not being observed in a harmful way. This is not something that comes to disturb you or bring confusion into your space. This presence is aligned with purpose. It is connected to the shift that is unfolding, and it carries an assignment that is directly tied to you. Archangel Michael is making this clear now so that you do not allow uncertainty to turn into fear. You may begin to notice it in ways that are difficult to explain. A feeling that you are not entirely alone, even in complete silence. A sense that something is aware of you, not physically but spiritually. It might come as a gentle pressure in the atmosphere, or a quiet awareness that seems to linger just beyond your direct perception. These are not random sensations. They are signs that the presence is near. Michael is speaking with authority in this moment, saying, "Remain calm. What is near you is not against you. It is part of what has been sent to guide, to reveal, and to align." This is important for you to hold on to, because the unknown can sometimes feel overwhelming when you try to understand it too quickly. But you are not meant to rush this. You are meant to experience it with awareness and trust. This presence has been waiting because timing matters. There are moments in life when certain things cannot be revealed until you reach a specific level of readiness. If it had come earlier, you might have ignored it or misunderstood it. But now, something within you has shifted. Your awareness has opened just enough for you to begin recognizing what was always there, quietly positioned in the background of your reality. Think about the stillness in your home right now. There is a depth to it that feels different, almost like a pause before something meaningful occurs. That stillness is not empty, it is occupied. It carries a sense of expectancy, as if something is waiting for permission to move forward, waiting for your acknowledgement. And here is where your role becomes important. The presence does not force itself upon you. It does not interrupt or demand your attention in obvious ways. Instead, it waits. It observes your awareness, your openness, your willingness to feel beyond what is visible. The moment you acknowledge it, even quietly within yourself, something begins to shift. The connection becomes clear. The purpose begins to unfold. You might feel a subtle pull now, an inner nudge telling you to pay attention, to stay present, to not drift away from this moment. That is not random. That is the interaction between your awareness and the presence drawing closer to alignment. Michael is guarding this entire process. There is no chaos in what is happening. There is structure, order, and divine intention guiding every second of this unfolding. You are not stepping into something unknown without protection. You are stepping into something prepared, something that has been arranged with precision long before you even realized it. The presence itself carries a message, but it is not delivered through words in the way you might expect. It is revealed through realization, through a sudden understanding that seems to rise from within you rather than coming from outside. It may come as clarity about something in your life, something you have been questioning or trying to understand. It may come as a deep sense of knowing, without explanation, that something is changing. And when that moment arrives, you will recognize it, because it will feel different from anything else. It will not feel forced or confusing. It will feel certain, grounded, and unmistakably real. Right now, the presence is still waiting. The energy is still building. The atmosphere in your home is still shifting, preparing for that exact point where everything aligns and the purpose reveals itself fully. To stay aware. Do not rush ahead. Do not try to control or analyze every detail. Simply remain present in what you feel, in what you sense, in what is quietly unfolding around you. Because what is watching and waiting is not here by accident. It is here for you. Right now, you are standing on the edge of something subtle but undeniable. As this shift begins to unfold in your home, the signs will not arrive in loud or dramatic ways. They will come quietly, almost gently, but with a depth that you will not be able to ignore. And if you are truly paying attention, you will recognize them the moment they happen. Archangel Michael is revealing these signs to you now, not to overwhelm you, but to prepare you. He is saying, awareness is your greatest strength in this moment. When you know what to look for, you will not be caught off guard. You will understand. The first sign may come as a shift in the atmosphere itself. You might notice the air in your home feeling heavier or lighter without any physical reason. It could feel unusually calm, almost like everything has slowed down for a moment. Sounds may seem distant, or silence may feel deeper than usual. This is one of the clearest indicators that the energy within your space is changing. Then, there may be subtle physical sensations. A gentle chill across your skin, even when the temperature has not changed. A sudden warmth in certain areas of your body. Or a tingling sensation that moves without explanation. These are not random occurrences. They are your body responding to the presence of energy that is not normally active in your environment. You may also notice changes in light and shadow. Perhaps a flicker that you cannot quite trace back to a source. A reflection that seems slightly out of place. A moment where your eyes catch something, but when you look again, it is gone. These are not meant to frighten you. They are brief glimpses, small indications that something is interacting with your space on a level beyond the physical. Your emotions may shift as well. You could feel a sudden wave of peace, followed by a deep sense of reflection. Or you might experience a moment of intensity, as if something important is about to be revealed. These emotional movements are part of the process. They are not random feelings. They are responses to the shift that is happening around and within you at the same time. Another sign may come through your thoughts. You might find certain ideas or realizations entering your mind unexpectedly. Thoughts that feel clearer, more direct, almost as if they are being placed there for you to notice. Pay attention to these moments. They are not distractions. They are part of the message unfolding. And then there are the signs that may come through sound. Not loud or obvious noises, but small, subtle ones. A faint tap, a soft movement, something that catches your attention just enough to make you pause. These sounds are not meant to disturb you. They are simply signals, gentle reminders that something is happening, even if it cannot be fully seen. Michael is guiding you through this with care. He is saying, do not react with fear. Observe with understanding. What you are experiencing is part of a divine process, not something that comes to harm you. This is important because your reaction determines how clearly you will perceive what is happening. If you remain calm and aware, the signs will begin to make sense. They will connect, forming a pattern that reveals the purpose behind this shift. But if you allow fear or doubt to take over, you may miss the meaning entirely, seeing only confusion where there is actually clarity. Here is also one more sign, perhaps the most important of all. A moment where everything seems to pause, even if just for a second. A stillness so deep that it feels like time itself has stopped. And in that stillness, there will be a realization. It may come quickly, like a sudden understanding, or it may settle slowly within you. But when it happens, you will know. You will feel it. That is the moment the shift completes its first movement. Everything you are experiencing now is leading to that point. The energy gathering, the presence waiting, the subtle changes in your surroundings, all of it is building toward that exact moment of recognition. So do not ignore these signs when they appear. Do not brush them aside or try to explain them away too quickly. Allow yourself to witness them fully, to experience them without resistance. Because tonight, your home is not just a place of rest. It is becoming a place of revelation. Right now, something deeper is forming beneath everything you have already felt and noticed. The signs, the presence, the shifting atmosphere, these are not isolated moments. They are all leading to one central event. A spiritual door is about to open within your home, and this is not a symbol or imagination. It is a real transition point, a crossing between what has been hidden and what is about to be revealed. Archangel Michael is speaking with clarity in this moment, saying, this door does not open for everyone. It opens where readiness meets timing. And right now, both have aligned for you. That is why everything had been building in this precise way. Nothing had been rushed. Nothing has been random. Every sensation, every feeling, every subtle sign had been preparing you for this exact threshold. A spiritual door does not look like anything your eyes are used to seeing. It does not appear as an object, nor does it make a sound when it opens. Instead, it is experienced. It is felt as a sudden shift in awareness, a moment where your understanding deepens without effort. It is like stepping into a space that was always there, but you could not perceive it until now. You may feel it first as a quiet pull, almost like something is drawing your attention inward. A sense that you need to pause, to listen, to become fully present. This is not coincidence. This is the doorway beginning to respond to your awareness. The more still you become, the more clearly you will sense it. There is also a reason this door is opening within your home. Your home is your personal space, your place of grounding, where your energy is most connected to who you truly are. For a shift like this to happen, it must take place where your spirit feels anchored. That is why this moment is not happening somewhere else. It is happening where you are, exactly as you are. As the door begins to open, you may feel a mixture of calm and intensity at the same time. A deep peace, but also a sense that something important is unfolding. This is natural. It is the feeling of transition, the moment between what was and what is about to be. Michael is guiding this process with precision. He is not allowing anything to interfere or disrupt what is taking place. There is protection over this doorway, ensuring that only what is aligned with your purpose can come through. You are not being exposed to something unknown without guidance. You are being led through something that has been prepared specifically for you. Now here is what you must understand clearly. This door is not just opening around you. It is opening within you as well. What is happening in your home is a reflection of what is happening inside your spirit. The same shift, the same movement, the same opening is taking place on both levels. That is why this moment feels so personal. It is not separate from you. You are part of it. As the door continues to open, you may begin to sense clarity about things that once felt uncertain. Questions you have carried may begin to settle. Thoughts that once felt scattered may come into alignment. This is not accidental. This is part of what the doorway brings: understanding, realization, and a deeper connection to what has been waiting to be revealed. But there is one thing that matters more than anything else right now: your willingness to remain open. Michael is saying, do not close yourself off in this moment. Do not retreat into doubt or distraction. Stay present. Stay aware. What is being opened cannot be fully received if your attention turns away. This is where many miss their moment. Not because the door does not open, but because they are not present enough to recognize it. They allow their thoughts to wander, their focus to shift, and the moment passes without full understanding. But you are not here to miss this. You are here to experience it. So take a breath, not in fear, but in awareness. Feel the space around you. Notice the stillness, the subtle movement, the quiet anticipation that continues to build. The door is opening, slowly but surely, and everything is aligning for what comes next. And when it fully opens, you will not need anyone to tell you. You will know. Because it will feel like something within you has finally clicked into place, like a truth you have always carried has suddenly come into full view. This is the moment you have been prepared for, and it is happening now. There is something you must face honestly now, something that cannot be softened or avoided. Moments like this do not come often, and when they do, they carry weight. Not pressure in a negative sense, but significance. And with significance comes choice. You can remain aware and present, or you can turn away, dismiss what you feel, and allow the moment to pass without understanding. Archangel Michael is speaking directly into this decision, saying, what is offered to you in this moment is not forced upon you. It is given, and what is given must be received to have meaning. That is the truth of it. Nothing about what is unfolding in your home tonight is accidental, but it also does not demand your participation. He invites it. If you choose to ignore this message, if you decide that what you are feeling is not worth your attention, then the shift will still occur, but its purpose will remain hidden from you. You may notice small changes, moments that feel slightly different, but without awareness, they will not connect. They will pass like fragments, unrecognized, leaving you with a sense that something happened, but without clarity about what it meant. This is how many moments of transformation are lost, not because they did not take place, but because they were not acknowledged. The opportunity was there, the alignment was present, but the awareness was missing. And without awareness, even the most meaningful experiences can feel empty or confusing. Ignoring this does not bring harm, but it does create distance. Distance from understanding, from clarity, from the deeper meaning behind what is happening. It is like standing at the edge of something important and choosing not to step forward, not because you cannot, but because you do not realize what is in front of you. Michael wants you to understand this clearly. He is saying, you are not being tested. You are being invited. And invitations carry the possibility of something more. That something more is what is at stake here. Not in a dramatic or overwhelming way, but in a quiet, powerful way that shapes how you experience what is about to unfold. If you ignore this moment, you may continue as you are unchanged on the surface, but something within you will remain unresolved. A question without an answer, a feeling without clarity, and later, you may look back and sense that there was a moment when something could have shifted more deeply, but you were not fully present to receive it. This is not about creating fear or urgency in a negative sense. It is about recognizing value, understanding that what is happening right now carries meaning, and that meaning becomes real only when you choose to engage with it. On the other hand, if you remain aware, if you stay present and allow yourself to feel what is unfolding, everything begins to connect. The signs you noticed earlier start to make sense. The presence you felt becomes clearer. A shift moves from something vague and uncertain into something real and understandable. That is the difference awareness makes. You are standing between two possibilities right now. One where this moment passes quietly, leaving only a faint impression, and another where this moment becomes a point of clarity, a realization that stays with you, something you can look back on and understand as a turning point. Michael is not forcing your choice. He is simply making you aware of it. He is saying, do not overlook what has been placed before you. You asked for clarity, for direction, for understanding, and now it is being offered in a form you did not expect. Think about that for a moment. How many times have you searched for answers, for signs, for something that would help you understand what is happening in your life? And now that something is unfolding, quietly and precisely, you are being given the chance to recognize it. Ignoring it would not mean failure, but it would mean missing something that was meant for you. And deep down, you already feel that this moment matters. That is why you are still here. That is why your attention has not drifted away. Something within you is responding, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. So do not turn away now. Stay with this. Stay present in this moment. Allow yourself to experience what is happening without rushing to dismiss it or explain it away. Because what is unfolding in your home tonight is not ordinary. And once this moment passes, it cannot be repeated in the same way again. This is your opportunity to see it, to understand it, and to receive what it carries. Do not let it slip by unnoticed. There is a precise moment when everything you have been sensing, feeling, and noticing will come together. It will not arrive with noise or announcement. It will not be marked by anything obvious to the outside world. But within your space, and within you, it will be unmistakable. This is the moment the shift truly begins. Archangel Michael is revealing this with great care, saying, the moment is not measured by clocks, but by alignment. That means it is not about a specific second you can count down to. It is about a point where everything reaches readiness at the same time. Your awareness, the energy in your home, and the presence that has been waiting, all of it meets in one quiet, powerful instant. You may notice it first as a deep stillness. Not the ordinary quiet you are used to, but something more complete. A silence that feels full rather than empty, as if the space around you is holding something important. Even the smallest sounds may seem to fade into the background. For a brief moment, it may feel like everything has paused. That is the beginning. In that stillness, there will be a subtle shift. It may feel like a gentle wave passing through the room, or a sudden clarity that settles over your thoughts. Some of you may feel it physically, a light sensation, a calm pressure, or a warmth that appears without reason. Others may experience it emotionally, as a sense of peace or understanding that rises unexpectedly. Do not look for something dramatic. This moment is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to reach you in a way that you can receive without resistance. That is why it comes quietly, almost softly, but with a depth that you cannot ignore once you notice it. Michael is guiding this exact moment, ensuring that everything aligns perfectly. He is saying, trust what you feel when it happens. Do not question it away. The first recognition is the most important. This is because your initial awareness is pure. It comes before doubt has a chance to interfere. There may also be a realization that comes with this moment, something you suddenly understand without needing explanation. It could be connected to your life, a situation you have been thinking about, or even a feeling you have carried without clarity. When the shift begins, that understanding may rise to the surface, clear and undeniable. This is how the message is delivered, not through external words, but through internal recognition. For some, this moment may last only a few seconds. For others, it may stretch longer, allowing the experience to settle more deeply. But regardless of how long it lasts, its impact will remain. You will know that something real has taken place, something that cannot simply be dismissed or forgotten. As this moment approaches, you may feel a sense of anticipation building within you, a quiet awareness that something is about to happen, even if you cannot define it. That feeling is part of the alignment. It is your spirit preparing to meet the moment fully. And then it happens. And a warning. No countdown. Just a shift. Everything that has been gathering, waiting, and preparing reaches its point of expression. The energy moves. The presence aligns. The doorway completes its opening. And you, standing in the middle of it, become aware in a way that feels different from anything before. Michael remains present through it all, holding the space, ensuring that what unfolds is clear and purposeful. You are not alone in this moment. You are guided through it, even if that guidance is felt more than seen. After it begins, there may be a brief period where everything feels settled again. Calm returns. The atmosphere stabilizes. But something will be different. You will feel a quiet knowing that something has shifted, even if everything looks the same on the surface. That is how you will know it has begun. Not by what you see, but by what you feel and understand. Type I see the shift in the comments if you are ready to witness this moment with full awareness. Blessing code 9042 has now been activated, releasing clarity, spiritual sensitivity, and divine recognition over your life. And as this moment unfolds within your home, understand that you are not just a witness. You are part of a greater movement of light that is reaching hearts across the world. What you are experiencing is not meant to stay with you alone. It is meant to ripple outward, touching others who are ready to awaken. The word declares, "Those who sow in tears shall reap in joy," and this is your moment to sow into something eternal. When you respond to this message, when you choose to support this mission, you are helping this light reach someone who is still searching, still waiting for their moment of clarity. I feel led to say this directly. I am stepping into this moment, and I choose to help this message reach the one who needs it next. If your spirit is stirring, act now. Send your super thanks or gift through PayPal using the link in the description with the QR code on your screen. Do not delay what your heart is prompting you to do. This is not just giving, it is planting into a divine assignment. As you give, may your life overflow with unexpected provision, protection, and peace. Step forward now and take your place in this unfolding. As everything continues to unfold, there is something deeply important you must understand at this stage. You are not experiencing this shift alone, and more importantly, you are not unprotected. From the very beginning of this moment, there has been a covering over your home, a presence of divine protection ensuring that everything happening within your space is aligned, guided, and safe. Archangel Michael is not distant from what is happening. He is present, actively guarding and overseeing every detail of this unfolding. His role is not passive. It is intentional, precise, and unwavering. He is standing at the boundary of your space, ensuring that only what carries divine purpose is allowed to enter and interact with you. You may not see this protection with your eyes, but you can feel its effect. There is a calm beneath everything, even in the moments where you feel intensity or uncertainty. That calm is not accidental. It is the result of a controlled and protected environment, where nothing is left to chance. Michael is speaking clearly now, saying, "There is nothing within this moment that comes to harm you. What surrounds you is under authority. What moves within your space is under guidance." This is something you must hold on to, especially if your mind begins to question what you are experiencing. Because when something unfamiliar begins to happen, the first reaction is often uncertainty. Your thoughts may try to analyze, to explain, to find logical reasons for what you are sensing. But not everything that is real can be reduced to logic alone. Some things are meant to be experienced first, understood later. And in this moment, protection is already established. Think of your home right now as a space that has been set apart, even if only for this moment. The ordinary has been paused, and something more intentional has taken its place. The energy, the presence, the shift, all of it is moving within boundaries that have been carefully placed. Nothing crosses those boundaries without purpose. This is why, despite everything you may be feeling, there is no true fear rising within you. There may be curiosity, intensity, even a sense of the unknown, but not fear. Because at a deeper level, your spirit recognizes that you are safe. Michael's protection does not just surround your home, it surrounds you personally. It is connected to your awareness, your openness, your willingness to remain present. The more you stay grounded in this moment, the more clearly you will feel that protection. You might even begin to notice it more directly now. A sense of reassurance that comes without explanation. A feeling that you are being watched over, not in a distant way, but in a close and immediate presence. That is not your imagination. That is the awareness of protection becoming clearer to you. There is also something else happening within this protection that you may not realize immediately. It is creating clarity. It is allowing what needs to be revealed to come forward without interference, without distraction, without confusion. This is why the moment of the shift felt so precise, so clean, so unmistakable. Because nothing was allowed to disrupt it. Michael is ensuring that what you receive is exactly what you are meant to receive. Nothing more, nothing less. There is no chaos in this process. There is no randomness. Everything is moving in alignment with a purpose that is specifically connected to you. And even now, as the shift has begun, that protection remains active. Nothing has been left open or unfinished. What has started is being guided to completion. What has been revealed is being held in clarity. And what is still unfolding will continue under the same covering of protection. So if any part of you begins to feel uncertain, return to this truth. You are not alone. You are not exposed. You are not unguarded. Michael is present, and his presence is not symbolic. It is active, intentional, and real within this moment. Allow that understanding to settle within you. Let it replace any lingering doubt or hesitation. Because the more you trust in the protection that surrounds you, the more clearly you will be able to receive what this shift is bringing into your awareness. This is not a moment to fear. This is a moment to trust. And that trust is supported, sustained, and protected by a presence that does not leave your side. Right now, in your home, in this very moment, you are covered. Now that the shift has begun and you have felt its presence within your home, the deeper meaning starts to unfold. This moment was never just about what you sensed in the air, the stillness, or the quiet awareness that came over you. It was always leading to something more, something that reaches beyond tonight and into the path your life is taking. Archangel Michael is revealing this truth with clarity now, saying, what begins in a moment can echo into a lifetime when it is received with understanding. This means what you have just experienced is not isolated. It is connected to your future, to decisions, to clarity, to alignment that will begin to take shape from this point forward. You may not see immediate, dramatic changes when you look around you. Your home may appear the same. Your surroundings may feel calm again. But something within you has shifted, and that is where the real transformation begins. It starts internally, quietly, before it ever shows itself externally. This shift is planting awareness inside you. From this moment on, you may begin to notice things differently. Situations that once confused you may start to make more sense. Decisions that felt difficult may become clearer. You may feel guided in subtle ways, moving toward certain choices without fully understanding why at first. This is not coincidence. This is the continuation of what began tonight. Michael is guiding this process beyond the moment itself. He is not only present during the shift, he remains connected to its outcome. He is saying, pay attention to what unfolds after this. The signs will not stop. They will simply change form. That means what you experienced in your home was the beginning, not the end. The energy that moved through your space has already interacted with your awareness. It has already begun aligning certain things within you. And as time moves forward, that alignment will begin to show itself in practical ways, in your thoughts, your choices, your direction. You may find yourself letting go of things more easily. Old patterns, old ways of thinking, even certain attachments may begin to fade without effort. This is part of the shift. It is clearing space for something new to take root. At the same time, you may feel drawn toward things that feel more aligned with who you are becoming. New ideas, new directions, even new opportunities may begin to appear. And when they do, there will be a sense of recognition, as if something inside you already knows this is the right path. This is how transformation works when it is guided. It does not force you. It leads you. There is also a deeper layer to this that you must understand. This shift was not only about your future circumstances, it was about your identity, about how you see yourself and your place in what is unfolding around you. You were chosen to be aware of this moment, and that awareness carries forward. It shapes how you respond to what comes next. It strengthens your ability to recognize what is aligned with you and what is not. Michael is reinforcing this now, saying, do not return to unawareness after being shown clarity. What you have seen, even if only in feeling, is meant to guide you forward. This is where many people lose the impact of moments like this. They experience something meaningful, but then they return to old patterns of thinking, slowly disconnecting from what they felt. And over time, the clarity fades. But that does not have to happen for you. You have the opportunity to carry this awareness forward, to let it influence how you move, how you decide, how you respond to life from this point on. The shift in your home was a starting point. The shift in your future is the continuum. And it will unfold step by step, not all at once. You do not need to rush or force anything. Everything that comes from this will reveal itself in the right time, in the right way. Your role is simple. Stay aware. Stay connected to what you felt in this moment. Do not dismiss it as something small or temporary. because what began tonight is already moving forward with you. It is shaping your path in ways you may not fully see yet, but you will recognize them when they appear. And when you do, you will understand that this was not just a moment. It was a turning point. Now, as everything you have felt begins to settle into understanding, there is one final instruction you must receive. Not something complicated, not something difficult, but something essential. Because even though the shift has already begun, there is still a role for you to play in how fully you receive what has been opened. Archangel Michael is making this very clear, saying, preparation is not about action in the physical. It is about alignment in the spirit. This means what you must do is not something external. It is something internal, something that happens within your awareness, your focus, and your willingness to remain connected. The one thing you must do is this: become still and consciously acknowledge what has happened. That may sound simple, but it carries deep meaning. Because in a world full of noise, distraction, and constant movement, true stillness is rare. And yet, it is in that stillness that understanding takes root. It is where clarity settles. It is where what you have just experienced begins to integrate into who you are. Take a moment, even now, to pause, not just physically but mentally. Let your thoughts slow down. Let your attention come fully into the present. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to create meaning. Simply allow yourself to be aware. Michael is guiding you gently, saying, do not rush past this moment. What hath been opened needs space to settle within you. This is why stillness matters. Without it, the experience remains on the surface. With it, the experience becomes part of you. As you become still, you may begin to notice something. A quiet sense of clarity that was not there before. A feeling that something has shifted, even if you cannot fully explain how. That is the beginning of integration. That is the moment where what happened moves from being an experience into becoming understanding. There is also another part to this instruction. Acknowledge it. Not outwardly for others, but inwardly for yourself. Recognize that what you felt, what you noticed, what you experienced was real. Do not dismiss it. Do not reduce it to something small or insignificant. Because the way you acknowledge it determines how deeply it takes root within you. Michael is saying, what you honor, you retain. What you dismiss, you lose. This is not about fear of losing something. It is about understanding how awareness works. When you give attention and recognition to something meaningful, it becomes part of your ongoing awareness. It stays with you. It guides you. But when you ignore it, even something powerful can fade into the background. This is why your role now is so important. Not to act, not to change anything immediately, but to be present, to acknowledge, and to allow. There is also a sense of trust required in this moment. Trust that what has happened is enough, that you do not need to chase more signs or force more understanding. Everything that needed to begin has already begun. Everything that needed to open has already opened. What comes next will come naturally. You may feel a desire to question, to analyze, to break everything down into clear explanations. That is natural. But not everything needs to be understood immediately. Some things reveal themselves over time, in layers, as you continue forward. And this is one of those moments. So instead of searching for answers right now, allow the answers to come to you. Instead of trying to define what just happened, allow it to define itself through your experience moving forward. Michael remains present, steady, and calm, reinforcing this final instruction. He is saying, stay aligned with what you have felt. Do not move away from it too quickly. Let it become part of you. This is the one thing you must do. Be still, acknowledge, and remain open. Because what has begun is not ending here. It is continuing, quietly, steadily, moving forward with you into what comes next. And the more you remain aligned with it, the more clearly you will see its purpose unfold. Everything is already in motion. Now your role is to receive it fully. Beloved one, everything has now come full circle. What began as a quiet urgency, what moved through your home like a whisper beneath the surface, has now completed its first passage. The shift has taken place. The moment you were guided into has unfolded exactly as it was meant to. And now you are standing in what comes after. Notice the difference. The atmosphere around you may feel calmer now, more settled, almost like a deep breath has just been released. There is a stillness again, but it is not the same stillness as before. This one feels complete, grounded, as if something invisible has gently moved into its rightful place. Archangel Michael is present in this calm, not with urgency now, but with reassurance. He is saying, what has been done is done with purpose, and what remains is peace. This is important for you to receive fully, because this moment is not meant to leave you questioning. It is meant to leave you settled. You may not have all the answers yet. You may not fully understand everything that just happened. But that is not a problem, because clarity does not always arrive all at once. Sometimes it unfolds gently over time, revealing itself in pieces as you move forward. What matters now is how you feel. There is a quiet knowing within you, even if it is subtle. A sense that something meaningful has occurred, that something has shifted, not just around you but within you. And that knowing is enough. It is real. It is the evidence of what has taken place. This is where a new beginning starts. Not with noise or dramatic change, but with quiet alignment. A sense that you are now moving forward from a different place than before. You may begin to notice small differences in the way you think, the way you respond, the way you feel about certain things. These are the early signs of what this shift is continuing to do within you. Michael is guiding you gently now, saying, carry this peace with you. Do not leave it behind as something that only belonged to this moment. Because what you have experienced is not meant to stay here. It is meant to move with you into your daily life, shaping your awareness, guiding your steps, and reminding you that you are connected to something greater than what you can see. There is no need to search for more tonight. No need to force anything further. What needed to happen has already happened, and what will come next will arrive naturally, without effort, at the right time. Allow yourself to rest in this. Allow yourself to feel the calm. Allow yourself to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. You were guided to this moment for a reason. You were made aware for a reason. And now, you are stepping forward with something that you did not have before, a deeper awareness, a clearer connection, and a quiet confidence that something meaningful is guiding your path. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something new. And as you move forward from here, you will begin to see how this moment connects to what comes next. Not all at once, but in ways that feel natural and unmistakable when they appear. So carry this with you, not as a question, but as a knowing. Not as something uncertain, but as something real. Because what unfolded in your home tonight was not SL Huchea Ikakuyen or Este Yuri. It was alignment. Type I receive the NEW beginning in the comments if you feel this peace settling within you now. Blessing code 5519 is now released over your life, sealing this moment with divine calm, protection, and forward movement. And as this calm rests upon you, hear this clearly. This message did not reach you by accident, and it is not meant to stop with you. There are others, just like you, waiting for clarity, waiting for a sign, waiting for this exact moment to find them. When you give, you are not supporting a channel. You are opening a door for someone else's awakening. The Lord speaks, "I will pour water on the thirsty land, and streams on the dry ground." This is that stream. This message is that flow. And right now, I say this with intention. I am choosing to be a vessel so that someone else can receive what I have received. Step into this moment with purpose. Sow your seed through Super Thanks or through PayPal using the link in the description or the QR code before you. Do not hesitate. Move as your spirit is prompting you now. As you give, may doors open for you, may peace multiply in your life, and may divine alignment follow you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Give now. Act now. Become part of what God is doing through this message.